Fix a problem. Hey, hi, howdy. My name is Leo with Member Solutions. On over here with Villain Sport. This is Chris, aka John, aka a dick. That's a horrible way to start the stream. But also, if you know that he just played a prank on me, that was very mean.
All I did was mouth 5 words and Levi overreacted. Okay.
I was actively trying to fix my speaker problem.
Anyways, if you happen to hear the faint sounds of what sounds like a freight train in the background, it's not a train. We're watching my mom's dog. We had some thunder, and he's having a panic attack. So he's going about 5 feet from my computer.
Oh, goodness. Anyways. Hi.
Hi.
What's with the question mark?
Hey, Trickster. What question mark?
I don't know. That said Levi with question mark on it.
Where?
Right there.
Right where?
Right there. I highlighted it.
I don't see all I see is hey guys.
You don't see the highlighted comment?
No, the only comment I see is Trickster's original hey guys. I see the highlighted comment, but I don't see that comment in the chat.
That's weird. I'm not quiet.
What the heck?
Can you not hear me?
No, I can hear you fine.
Ian's saying that I'm quiet.
Okay, so if I pop the comments out as a separate window, it's fine. But if I leave them in here, I can't.
I can see them all just fine.
There. Okay, now if I flipped away, now I can see them just fine.
Oh. And I am noticing that it's not picking me up quite that well.
I hear you just fine.
I sound good? I sound good.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of people who say I sound fine. I'm getting people who say I don't. My game's turned up. My cat messed with the mic, so that's why I was.
Oh, and that person changed their request. So now the request is Chun-Li shows up to fight M. Bison, and Morrigan is with her because Darkstalkers and Street Fighter are in the same universe because they're both Capcom properties.
You would have to write that one out for me.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll do it.
More. I'm not saying I can't research it, but like by ones that we know, always do better.
I know them all pretty well. So everybody, since the Godzilla video yesterday was a cameo, what's going on?
I don't know. It was like I'm getting Levi question marks. Levi's in danger. What's going on? What did I do? Anyways, you were saying something.
So we got 5 new cameo requests since yesterday. We're gonna try to cover these. So Levi's taken 2 of those. He's taken Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus as a teacher at Hogwarts during the Battle of Hogwarts. Beep beep. And he's also taking the Predators hunt Samus Aran during the events of Metroid Fusion.
All right. You sent me that on Discord.
And I'm gonna handle the Predators go after Simone the Digger, only to find out that he's running he's got Gurren Lagann with him. And the Predators in the Berserk universe versus Guts. And then Chun-Li and Morgan Ainsland versus M. Bison. Does anyone have a request out of those 5 that they want to see done first?
Because I know you have a hard stop at 5, we're gonna do your stuff first.
Is this a real Supernatural episode?
No.
Okay. It would be funny if if Sam became Kit.
No, wait. Yes. Okay, so yes and no. They were I know what he's talking about. They are Loki, aka Gabriel, trapped them in a TVS thing, and every time it's not a full episode. It like was a part of a larger episode.
I kind of wish the show Angel was more current, because it would be fun to do a video based on the episode where they all got turned into Muppets.
I just had that pop up in my feed the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Muppet episode or what?
Yeah, I had where Angel was a Muppet.
Yeah. That could have been fun. Okay.
And he beat up Spike. I would argue, Ian, that like calling that its own episode is a bit of a stretch because it's part of a larger episode versus it's its own episode. And then, like in that same episode, they went through like, did you see the Wanda TV show?
Yes.
Think that.
Okay.
You know, when it kept changing different genres.
Yeah. I got that. Okay.
That was a fun episode.
So there's a possibility that, because Aline went out tubing today with my youngest, and I guess she's not feeling great. So when she comes home, she may just want to lay down, and if that's the case, I might have to call it early. So I'm going to try to get one of these done real quick.
Yeah. One of the, not that, but like just in general, because I know you had a hard stop. I wanted to.
No, I get it. I get it.
Yes, baby.
Okay, you'll be fine. What's going to happen if you leave the room? He's either going to follow you or he's going to stay there and just keep doing that, whatever it is. Ask him to come with you. He may not go with you. So let me work on a quick little. I can improv Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you should do that one. What are you doing? You're moving my whole desk, baby. You're being so weird today. Oh, pardon me.
What?
I burped, and so I said.
Oh, okay.
I shouldn't be having fevers past today, hopefully. As I said, 24 to 48 hours. It's been 48 hours. I'm really hoping I stop having the random fevers. I haven't had one. And temperature changes. Just ugh. All right, so Predators hunt Samus during Metroid Fusion. And then Miss Frizzle is a teacher in Hawk. And you don't know what gets me about that? For everyone here that knows Miss Frizzle, there ain't no way in hell that Miss Frizzle is allowing those kids to battle.
It's almost like it has to be a call of Voldemort, and they're like gathering to attack, and he's like, "There's a yellow Muggle vehicle here. Are you at Hogwarts? Not yet." Is the driver getting out? Yes. Red curly hair? Yes. You're not going to get to Hogwarts.
I feel like you either I get the implication of that, and that's a fun way to go about that. The more fun one would be leaning into how Miss Frizzle actually is, and her just taking them on a field trip during that day. and him calling in like, it's supposed to be the last battle. Where is everybody?
All right. I'm going to mute you on this end, and I'm going to record the Predators versus Simone and Gurren Lagann.
Okay.
All right. He wants to know who the hell you think he is. Does this person have dark hair, short, goggles on top? Are you fighting a kid or an adult?
Sean, that is awesome to hear.
Okay, the little robot head that you say. Okay, the little robot head that you say is walking around with a kid in it. Does it look like a Gundam? Kinda. God, this dog is so distracting. With the
big giant robot.
I can't hear you.
I was saying big giant robot. Would they know what a Gundam is?
It's got to start small. It's got to start small and then build and build and build and build and build.
I know. What do you mean? What do I think? Into a third dragons. And see, like, if it was like during a different year, absolutely.
I had a little robot head.
Different year beyond like the final one.
What?
I'm talking to them, not you.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Chris was bullying me.
Okay. This little
rat
this little robot head you say that's walking around, is it just walking around by itself or is somebody driving it?
We have the Predator versus Spider-Man. We have.
Does he have dark hair?
Stitch steals a sword of power.
He's wearing goggles kind of up above his eyes on his.
It's Frizzle and Hogwarts.
Is there a little drill-shaped pendant hanging around his neck? That's Simone. I had a whole thing planned out and I forgot what it was.
The Predator versus Samus, specifically Metroid Fusion. So it's
Is the kid with the goggles by himself or is there anybody else there? How tall is the blue-haired guy? Is he wearing crazy red sharp sunglasses? Has he asked you who the hell you think he is yet?
So I mentioned that we probably won't do anything. The green.
Is there like a little robot running around?
We're gonna get more people doing RIP than anything else on videos that you do.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. This kid you're fighting.
There isn't videos to be done. It's just that like you.
This kid you're fighting.
There's a lot of people.
This kid you're fighting with the goggles. This kid you're facing off against.
On like specific days.
This kid you're facing off against with this kid you're facing off against with the goggles. Is he alone? How tall is the blue-haired guy? Is he an adult?
Like we can get away with Batman because there were so many different.
Has he asked you who the hell you think he is yet?
Voice actors that even if we use
that's Simone and Cameo.
Conroy's voice, which is
they pilot a mech called Gurren Lagann. Is Simone sitting inside like a little robot head with arms on the sides of it?
How would he know the name?
Yeah, listen, if you attack them, then Cameo is going to get into his mech, and they're going to combine with more, and before you know it, you're fighting a machine that's the size of multiple galaxies.
Series.
Have you ever known me to exaggerate?
Yes.
You should.
You said, have you ever known me to exaggerate? I said, yes. I feel like if Levi was in the room, he totally would have been like, yes. Just as a side off. And you just stare over like, shut up.
This kid you're facing off against, the one with the goggles, is he alone? How tall is the guy with blue hair that's with him? Is the blue hair guy an adult? Okay, has he asked you yet who the hell you think he is? Great. Yeah, that's Simone and Kamina. They have a pair of mechs. One is the little head with arms that Simone's sitting in. The other one is probably hidden somewhere behind a rock or something, or a mountain, or a hill. Yeah.
You're a perfect wrap to the adult thing, and honestly, it's predators, right?
Yeah.
It'd be really funny if you go, no, an adult to your adult. Yeah. I know it's a stupid joke, but it's also a huge meme, and a lot of people would appreciate the joke.
Right. I don't care if he's acting like an adult. Is he physically an adult?
And then you go, no, an adult to your adult.
Okay. No, because Kamina is not an adult to your adult. Kamina is more of a child than Simone is.
Absolutely. Which is why you have a problem.
All right. Okay. This kid you're facing off against, the one with the goggles, is he alone?
Then again, that's just putting
this kid you're facing off against, the one that's standing in the little robot head with arms and wearing goggles, is he alone?
And I haven't seen that anime in forever.
How tall is the blue hair guy? Is the blue hair guy an adult? I don't care if he's meant.
They don't know
this kid you're facing off against, the one standing in the little robot head with arms, wearing a pair of goggles on his head, is he by himself? How tall is the blue hair guy? Has either one of them asked you yet who the hell you think they are? That's Simone and Kamina. They pilot a mech called Gurren Lagann. The head that Simone's inside of, that's his head. The body's going to be somewhere nearby. If
we do that, though, I still got to get a bunch of clips. What are they going to do? Yell at us? Maybe, but probably not. Because then they would have to try claiming stuff that they wrote off on taxes.
I got it. This kid you're facing off against, the one with the goggles, you're facing off against, the one with the goggles, is he standing or sitting in like a little robot head that has arms?
I don't care.
Okay, is there a pendant around his neck with like a little drill on it? Might be glowing green. That's Simone. Yeah, he's on the do not hunt list for a reason, and I'm sure that's why you're there. But a headless robot running towards you, it's not going to be headless for long. That's going to be his friend Kamina running up in his mech Lagann. Which one's Gurren? Which one's Lagann? Crap.
Man, you know that better than I do. I watched the anime once. Don't get me wrong, I loved it, but I watched it once. Want to know something supernatural? I got you. You want to know something?
Lagann is the head. Okay.
Doctor Who? I got you. And a few other series. But
this kid you're facing off against, this kid you're facing off against, the one with the goggles. Any other information you can give me? A little mech. This little robot head that's running around, the one with arms, is it running around by itself, or is somebody piloting it?
The doctor would totally know it was a Flurkin right away.
Does the kid have goggles on his head?
How about
that? That's Simone. He's going to present a whole host of problems for you by himself. Is there anyone else nearby?
Yeah.
The headless robot that's running towards you is not going to be headless for very long. No. So the little robot head's called Lagann. The headless one running towards you is called Gurren. They combine into a thing called Gurren Lagann, and then eventually can grow to like the size of multiple galaxies.
I'd give you a tiny cheese if somebody donated, but that's
dang it. I'm really struggling to find a game here versus just telling them about them.
I want you to take a moment because you're a huge fan of a bunch of mechs, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many people have requested Megas XLR in our stuff?
I mean, tons have brought it up. No one's ever officially requested it.
Right. However, Megas XLR, Gurren Lagann, Robotech, you have Gundam, there's a Zoids, you have Power Rangers, you have a game.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Telling me that you're fighting a mech doesn't help at all, okay? There's thousands of mechs. I need a lot more info. Don't support. This is John. Who's your target? A mech. Do you have any idea how ridiculously non-specific that? I need to mute you, by the way. I don't have muted.
Oh, I didn't realize I wasn't muted. I'm just
Don't support. This is John. Don't support. This is John. Who's your target?
If I had popcorn, I'd be eating that.
Telling me you're fighting a mech is like telling me you're trying to kill a bug. I cannot help you with that little.
Give you cheese.
I need a lot more information than we're.
He had the good line. Telling me you're
fighting a mech doesn't help at all. Because there's literally millions of mechs it could be. Is it a Gundam or does it look like a Gundam?
Okay.
I got it.
You got it. Never mind. This is much more entertaining than working.
Telling me that you're fighting a mech is literally the least possible description you can give me. There's millions of mechs. Is it a Gundam or does it look like a Gundam?
I appreciate the fact that the Predators know what a Gundam looks like.
There is no Gundam that throws its heads at the heads. Dang it.
Okay. Need to play the game a bit more.
Are you fighting a Gundam or does it just look like a Gundam? There is no Gundam that throws its head at its enemies. Have the pilots asked you who the hell you think they are yet? Yeah, okay. You're fighting a mech called Gurren Lagann, piloted by two guys named Simon and Kamina.
That should be the end of the sketch.
Kamina's the loud one. Simon's the actual strong one. Yeah, there's a kid inside the head that the body threw at you. He's the dangerous one. Stay away from the head. You can fight the body all you want. You're not going to win. Yeah, they do that. They combine with other robots. They can get really big, like the size of multiple galaxies.
That's
why I said you're not going to win.
Game right there.
You're welcome to give it an old college shot. I don't care if you got every single member of every single Yakuza clan. You're not going to win.
Happening in the Gundam.
Can you fight something the size of multiple galaxies? No. But if that's what you want to do, you have fun. Yeah.
Your game, you figure you had a good game with the figuring out which mech, and you in the middle of it. You said exactly how to do the game, which was combining different with different mechs. That's like 3 or 4 mechs. That would narrow it down right there. You got Power Rangers, you got Megas XLR, you've got Gurren Lagann, Voltron. So you can then be like, okay, are they animal based? You have your game.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. They're gonna be home soon. So I got this done because I really get the feeling that I'm gonna get kicked out.
Okay.
You can't just tell me you're fighting a mech. There's literally millions of mechs you could be fighting. It combines with other ones. Okay, that That narrows it down. Now we're talking about the Power Rangers. We're talking about Voltron. We're talking about multiple different versions of Transformers. We're talking about Megas XLR. We're talking. It threw its head at you. Okay, that's Gurren Lagann. Yes, I'm sure, but have they asked you yet who the hell you think they are? Yeah, that's Simon and Kamina piloting Gurren Lagann. Kamina's the loud guy in the body who threw the head, which has the really strong guy, Simon, inside of it.
TARDIS agrees to keep it.
They can combine and get much, much larger than they are right now.
That's a string of text.
How many hunters do you have with you right now? Okay, the 50 of you is not going to beat them as they are, just as the regular body and the head of the robot. If they combine to their ultimate form, the size of multiple galaxies, you could bring the entirety of every Yautja clan and not even make a dent.
They bred like.
If you don't believe me, you're welcome to try.
That's a funny one.
I can't help you with this one. You do what you think is right, and let me know if anyone survives.
No.
Okay.
I think that works out probably a little bit more. How long was it?
That is still recording. I'll tell you in a second.
If nothing else, people are going to appreciate the name drops.
Yep. It's like a minute 30.
I think that works.
I agree. I'll be totally honest. I feel like I'm dialing this one in, but it's a hard game to do because there's such a ridiculous power difference.
This sounds bad, but Miss Frizzle would not win in the Harry Potter universe outside of her van, and that's just considered a magical. Her bus, and that's just considered a magical bus. She herself had not displayed enough power in the show to justify it.
But the meme lore version of Miss Frizzle, the one who's secretly a Time Lord,
or some other thing,
or whatever she is.
I agree. No, I get where you're coming from.
That one will wreck the entire Potterverse.
Now, if we go based on how Miss Frizzle acts, I like the idea of Miss Frizzle taking the kids on a last-minute field trip and Voldemort trying to figure out where everyone is because he's got no one to battle. No one showed up to the battle.
Steven, we actually hacked into your computer to get your schedule, and we specifically go live 15 to 20 minutes before you have your online tournaments. I'm just kidding. I am sorry to hear. I'm sorry to hear you can't stick around, but I hope you enjoy your tournament, and I will try to get on there with you at some point.
So, do you feel up to tackling the other one while you're still here?
I need to see how Eileen's not feeling great. I need to see how she's doing when they get home, okay. And I may not be able to continue the live after that, depending on how she's feeling.
Okay.
So I'm gonna edit this on my phone, and then get it sent to the requester, and then get this one scheduled for today.
Okay.
And then you can work on yours, and I'll have to do the rest of mine on my own. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. That it happens. It's publicly broadcast, so even you could hack that. All right. Predators versus Samus during Metroid Prime. I gotta look up the Metroid Fusion. I played Metroid Prime. I haven't played Metroid Fusion that much, which is a little bit of an issue because I got to look up the Metroid Fusion game and then like figure out that one. During the events of Metroid Fusion, it feels like that's just still a Predators versus Samus, but Samus is only as strong as they are in Metroid Fusion type of thing. And that's still an overpowered character versus the Predator.
Yeah. I'll gotta meet you real quick.
Yeah, they could. Yeah. So the question would be like, am I talking to Miss Frizzle or am I talking to Voldemort? I think me talking to Miss Frizzle, finding out that she became a school teacher there, that might need to be the game. Miss Frizzle, what do you mean you got a new class of students? I don't think a whole school.
Unfortunately, I gotta go. So.
Oh. All right,
Sorry.
man. You have a good one. I hope Ellen feels
Everyone
better.
have a great day.
Bye.
Bye. Oh no, I'm not ending the stream. Holy crap! I'm just leaving.
I'm gonna work on the Miss Frizzle one at least and get that one.
Cool. Right.
Okay. So we're gonna at least work on the Miss Frizzle one. I gotta ask him if he wants. Let me find out if he wants me to block it out and like come up with lines for everyone. Hey Adam, how goes it? Or if we're gonna go and do something else. This also means the next week is blocked out. I really got to get to work on the Stitch stuff here soon too. I'm finally feeling better. Besides the dental appointment, the ear's healing up. I'm not sick. Right now, I'm trying. No, no. I don't subscribe to that particular theory personally. I don't mind Miss Frizzle being a cosmic entity. I don't like the idea of River Song, who has this deep lore and rich background, being somebody else secretly. I don't like that. I'm not a huge fan of that. Because in my mind, it takes away from that character rather than adds to that character. You have two characters that are strong female lead characters, and by combining them into one, you actually create less representation rather than more. I know that that's a weird preference. That's my preference, but I'm also not the gender to be talking on it. So. It's good to actually apply for college today. Gaming and computer sciences. As somebody who also kind of looked into that vein of stuff, have a backup. I wanted to go do graphic arts, and I applied and got a scholarship for it too, but I wasn't able to do the scholarship for a variety of reasons. Long story short, I still went and did things with computers, network computer technologies, but I wound up doing culinary as well, and wound up making that the career choice. William, how did you fucking know? But it was the one in Cali. Being a game developer is brutal. Being a computer graphics artist is a 5-year career, apparently. I didn't know that when I was like first applying for it, and I didn't find out until like I was already pissed off that I wasn't able to go, and because they weren't able to send me the documentation to sign, I had to actually show up, prove who I was and that kind of stuff, because I didn't have access to the means for them to send it by secured fax and stuff back then. Fucking old. And so I was like, okay, well, here's a ticket. I had a ticket. Can't go because I was given an ultimatum, which was if I go, I'm going to be gone for 3 to 4 days. And the particular when I would start college would be several months down the road. The problem is if I was gone for the 3 to 4 days, I would be kicked out of Job Corps. And that was the problem. Was I had nobody to rely on, and I had no home, and I would have just been out of a thing. That left a very bad taste in my mouth, because instead of being able to go and get this college degree, go to a full college with a full scholarship, a full ride, and the only thing I needed to do was get my A+ certification, finish that up with Job Corps. That was the only requirement that I needed to do. Go there, get that. I was instead told, if you go do that, you don't get to come back here, which I probably still could have convinced them to still take me on for the full scholarship thing. The problem was because they were still wanting me to come there, and they were willing to like negotiate it. The problem was that they had no place to put me for the several months until school started. I would have had a dorm room. I would have had travel expenses. I would have had food expenses. I would have had a full ride. It sucks. My life would have been massively different, but I have no idea how things would have wound up. And at a certain point, you got to go, things happen for a reason. Whether they're a reason because there's some grand plan or not, I'm not going to say that. In this particular case, I was just unlucky. All right, we're going to put it to the vote. If I can get this to work. We're going to do a new poll. And yes, I'm doing Miss Frizz instead of Miss Frizzle. So here's the question. I'm going to create this poll. We're going to start it. Here's some breakdown of it. Do I talk to Miss Frizz or do I talk to Voldemort during the final battle of Hogwarts? They are existing in the same area. The same thing is still going to effectively happen. It's just going to be who I take the call with. So you vote if I talk to Miss Frizz or I talk to Voldemort. Well, you got to type in 1 or 2. You type in 1 or 2. 1 is Frizz, 2 is Voldemort. Classes at 2 p.m. and labs at 3 a.m. sucked. Yeah, I did stuff at 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 in the morning. 10, 11, 12, and 1 at a.m. It was so wonky for Job Corps at a certain point. So I'm just putting this to a vote right now. This is a Cameo request. They didn't specify who to talk to. So this is open. And whoever I talk to is going to be is how I'm going to frame the call, we're kind of got to go with this. Miss Frizzle. Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. Mrs. Frizzle. Miss Frizzle. Yeah. Adam, I agree. And it's definitely going to be one of those things where you break it down. And I was like, okay, you want me to register how many students type of thing? You can't just do a last minute registration. I mean, yeah, I can do a last minute registration, but where are you coming from? Hogwarts? That's how the call would kind of be framed. And then figuring out that it was the last battle and Voldemort's all by himself. We're gonna finagle and wing it and improv it, but we're gonna give you guys a few minutes to do some voting and kind of go from there. I didn't really get into Battletoads, and I have no idea what Jocelyn is, besides the guy I work with for voice acting. Right now, Miss Frizzle is winning. We have 19 people in here. 19 people can vote, and we've only gotten 7 votes. Half the people have not voted yet. Oh, the Street Sharks. Oh yeah, I remember that. I could totally go that route. I do like the route of like, because it says that she's a teacher. The cameo specifically says that she is a teacher at Hogwarts. So it'd be like she did a substitute teacher thing, which she's done. Muggle studies teacher. What if she takes her class in the Dark Forest? So YouTube didn't sound off in the live. That's okay, Slayer. Shall I make a quick announcement on Discord? You can. I think Discord was recently announced. It should be in there already. Announcements, ping videos, etc. Yeah. It at 108. It those who pay attention to the videos, etc. Tab got pinged. Pardon me. All right. Where are we on these votes? We got 11 out of 24. Okay, so it's looking like Miss Frizzle is who I talked to. Yeah, Jessica, we have a Discord. So it's looking like we have Miss Frizzle's winning here. Big ol' Kiwi, how you doing? So what we can do is we can run with that. I can turn off the heater now that it's killed the chill here. We had a cold rain, which is great to keep the temperature down, but the temperature's already been down for a couple days. So, and I don't need to be catching anything while I'm still trying to recover. All right. So Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus is a teacher at Hogwarts during the Battle of Hogwarts. Beep, beep. That is the cameo request. Totally not having the tune kind of flow in my head. So how do I would you take? I'm kind of gonna wing it a little bit. But she's a teacher there, so we have to go around that regardless. Xena, why did you post a link? Is that link to the live stream in the Facebook chat? Yeah, getting students enrolled. I'll have to wait. All right, so let's I need to clean my phone, get my phone set up here. Damn it, cat. The cat got hair all over my microfiber cloth, so I'm just spreading hair all over my phone. Yeah, you're shedding. You're shedding everywhere. So I looked up, Irving, if Miss Frizzle ever did like Battle of the Alamo or anything like that. They never did. They focused on the science. And I get that there's a want and desire to do things very similar to like Madman, Fenrir, and stuff like that. Chris even mentioned that the only thing that they had an idea of was Miss Frizzle basically raining down magical hellfire using the bus, and I'm like, nah. I grew up on Miss Frizzle. I grew up on that shit. I have a good idea, and it has to be in my brain. It has to be in line with what Miss Frizzle would do. Since my hair doesn't want to listen, I'm not going to fucking bother with it. That's actually not too bad on camera, but. Get the chair out of the way. Get myself more focused and center. Irving, I got an idea. So, yeah, I got an idea. Miss Frizzle, you were supposed to be a substitute teacher at Hogwarts. That does not imply that you take the entire class on a field trip, mind you, during one of their most important time frames. There's supposed to be like a giant battle thing. Okay, if you didn't take the whole class, who did you all take? Because I just got a call from Voldemort saying that there's no one there. How did you fit the entire school? Magic school bus. Magic school. When we gave you TARDIS technology, it was not supposed to be used in this manner. To teach. Exactly what are you teaching them? Okay, I agree that violence isn't always the answer. It's a great lesson. I can't even argue with you. Oh, that's... Okay. Okay, rewind. Take a moment. This is a canon event. You need to go back. You can't change this. Fixed point in time? Of course, that wouldn't work with you. It doesn't matter how many times we've changed it. That's Well, this is a cameo request, so of course we're gonna modify this a little bit. But don't be smart with me. Go teach them about Muggle science. Yeah, just go teach them about Muggle science. It's gonna blow their minds. You know what? Teach them about plumbing. That will blow their minds. By the way, we're gonna stop the widget. Yay, nay, do it again. I think indoor plumbing is a good one. Your dad says hi. Mr. will teach him the function of a rubber duck. Hi. So there's a joke because wizards don't know about plumbing. That's an inside joke because apparently they used to just magic their poop away. No. They magic their poop away. Have you seen their plumbing structure inside of Hogwarts? It's fucking disastrous. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot this over to. I'm not gonna shoot this over to Chris. I'm gonna shoot this over to Chris on Discord. That's what I'm gonna do. You won 5 out of 5. There you go. I want to magic my poop away. I want to magic my poop away, right? So I'm gonna send him the rough draft. And it is still a pretty rough one, but it is like super quick, fast, done, out of the way. I could probably expand on it more, but I also have the Predators versus Samus. Then we need to worry about Stitch steals the sword. I got to do Predators versus Spider-Man. So I got a fair amount of just like videos and things to do. The Predators versus Spider-Man. I don't know if we're going to do that right now. I'd like to do that here in a little bit, but I also have to take care of kiddos and whatnot. 1. Why are you doing 1? If you're voting, the vote's already gone. I don't know why. If it's still showing, I don't know why it is. John talks to Voldy. I would agree that would be a good version of it too. I was even gonna have the ending be slightly different. Of like, there's no one to fight Voldemort. Does he really win? Can you guys still see that thing? Because it's not supposed to be there. It's gone. Like, I deleted the poll. Oh, you were just counting. Okay. Don't play in the pool water. Let's take a quick look Let me take a quick look at that.
Miss Frizzly, you were supposed to be a substitute teacher at Hogwarts. That does not imply that you take the entire class on a field trip, mind you, during one of their most important time frames. A giant battle thing. Okay, we didn't take the whole class. Who did you all take? Because I just got a call from Voldemort saying that there's no one there. How did you fit the entire school?
I like that, the magic school. I like the moment of like, of course you did. Fucking cat hair all over me because the cat shedding.
Exactly what are you teaching them? Okay, I agree that when the answer is great lesson. I can't even argue with you. Okay, rewind. This is a canon event. You need to go back. You can't change this. Fixed point in time. It doesn't matter the time we change it. Well, this is a cameo request, so of course we're gonna modify this a little bit. But don't be smart with me.
There's a lot of cutoff points that it could be done. It could wind up having a better, stronger start.
Teach them about plumbing.
So he's going to take a look at it. It works. If I'm going to be honest, it works. It's a very solid premise, if nothing else. It's got good bones. That's what? That means he's still alive and out there somewhere, which means no more does not win. Well, the more does not win. What? That last bit. Eh. Eh. Bigelow Kiwi. The thing I'm not a fan of is that always being the blunt end of the joke when it comes to like, hey, Americans would just go bam, bam, shoot them away. And it's like, eh. Oh, Voldemort. Oh! Which means Voldemort does not win. And I don't know. Yeah, the whole school is gone in this. That's part of that. That winds up being part of the joke of Levi going, "Yeah, Magic School Bus, yeah, duh." That's all good. Hey, Jessa. I'm only half moldy. The other half is already gone. I love that joke. Moldy the Moldy was by far one of the best jokes that we came up with. I'm saying we because I honestly don't remember if it was an audience thing or if it was me doing an improv thing. I think it was me doing an improv thing during one of my areas, and then I loved it, and then I wrote it in. But I don't remember 100%, and I don't like. I have jokes that I remember that I've fully written, and then on series like the Voldy the Moldy came as part of the Constantine series, and that was a series we wrote together. And while though I have jokes in there that I 100% wrote, or I had to massively change, so I was more inspired by a different joke and I rewrote that entire joke. It's still one of those things where It was you guys in the audience during the live, yeah. And Irving, it happened a long time ago. Like you might be able to find the oldest version and kind of go from there. But Voldy the Moldy wasn't even part of the cheese thing. Voldy the Moldy was a joke carryover from like the first one that I did, and I just can't remember if it was because we were doing that series almost the entire thing live. Yeah, I love the remake of it, and it's not going to get another remake. I honestly, Harry Potter videos do well. I don't like continuously doing a bunch of Harry Potter videos for reasons. You can see the little pie right there. Snake Nose Diva. So Chris said he'll look at it in a few minutes. I am also, I still am a bit tired. Fart whistle down a tunnel, down a wind tunnel. I like that too. I love that sketch so much. I wish it would have done better than it did. It's done pretty good since then. I'm not saying it hasn't like survived the test of time. We're sitting at like 14,000 for the long version, which isn't great, but it's continuously getting views, and I think that there's shorts of that, and the shorts have definitely done better. And that video did pull numbers on Facebook. I think it got like 100,000 on Facebook. So Voldemort goes to Sephora. That'd be somebody dressed up with Voldemort's makeup and like the no nose makeup and everything, and then literally trying makeup and stuff like that. That would be one of those type of sketches. I would love to do sketches like that. It takes a lot of planning and effort and in general money to do those type of things. Either that, or we have to go and we have to do it in animation. So you can imagine Voldemort, I'm going to go get a makeover, is what they call it in the Muggle world. I don't get what it's all about. Oh my God, I look fabulous. I don't want to take over the wizard world no more. I'm going to be an influencer. Can you imagine a Voldemort as an influencer? And then those allegations that I was going after, hey boy, are completely misguided and wrong. They do not have all the information. He attacked me first. I can't do those jokes. I'm not allowed to do those jokes. Oh my God. Somebody send me this. This is gold. This is gold. I need to make this on my channel. If Chris doesn't make it. Oh my god. Yeah. If you pay attention to the writing kind of gives it away. Yeah. Oh my god. From one type of influence to the other, I'm not sure which one is more sinister. I did not attack nor die to. The idea I died to an infant is crazy. You just imagine somebody wearing Voldemort costume, but with like makeup and everything. Oh my god, that's such a oh god, I love it. I love it. That would be awesome. I want to see that on my feed. I want to see that on my feed. That would do so well. That has such implications. You can do like a 100 plus episode series just parodying a bunch of influencers that are like that. Oh my god. I need to look up. I don't think I have the money, but I got to look up. Now I have to look up a Voldemort mask. Cuz you need the bald head. How would I even do that one? That would be such I think that would almost be one that I would need to do a filter on and then add on another filter on top of that. Like I'd have to record all of Voldemort's lines and then do filters to start off with because of the fact that like I'm not going to be able to take the time and effort into the makeup. Although my kids would probably love to put me in a bald cap and shave my beard and do all that. Although my one child would hate it if I shaved my beard. Influencer Voldemort. Oh my god. This is so funny. Thank you. Thank you, Sohi Kitty. Oh my goodness. Oh, anyways. There's so much potential for that. There's so I can't shave my beard. I can't. I would have to. I don't even know how I would wind up doing that, but it would be so fun to do Voldemort as that. I could write up 100 of those. So many of them. So they would get very into I get those little tiny hand props. I'm not allowed to do political humor. Oh my god. Stop. We both know they're both in the list. I'm done. Oh god. Fuck. Ian. They'd be best friends. Oh my god. It would be great being animated. That one would be awesome to be animated. I could do that. That would be an awesome one to animate. Super quick 30-second animations of it. Okay. We're done. We're done. I need a nap. I did not eat very good food. We went to IHOP. That was a mistake. I get sick every time I eat IHOP food. Anyone else have problem with their food as of late? This has not been great. Like, we tried them, all the ones around us, and like multiple times, and just the food's gone down. Jeremy, I would love to do more political humor in general. I've got a stack of videos that I have to do as it is. I got to first get the go ahead that the Miss Frizzle video that I did is okay, that we're going to run with it, right? If he says, yeah, this works, great. That's at least one video done. But then I have the Predators versus Samus. I have Stitch Still as the Sword of Power. I have Predators versus Spider-Man. I have on my channel the Doctor Strange versus Loki, but thankfully that one I've got time to do. And then on top of that, I've got my medical stuff. It's just I don't have time. I love political humor, and I'd love to do more of it on my channel. But short of getting paid from my channel, which isn't really getting paid, to take that time and find it, it's just kind of just. We always kind of swing back and bring them back in. They're a mainstay on the channel. It's no different than Viva La Dirt League doing their play mat or whatever whatever they changed it to, videos, or Markiplier, Jacksepticeye going back to their Let's Play videos, or oh god, what's the Warp Zone has a series of the in the 90s series that they do. It was super popular series they have. It's no different than any channel that has a super popular series going back to it after a while. Dolores was fun, but if you've paid attention, they've walked back from that. They are not really doing content on social media almost at all anymore. There's a lot of content creators that got really, really popular, and then they moved their stuff to other platforms, and it did okay, but they also just had other things that they were doing in their lives, and they just kind of moved on from it. It's not something that they wanted to do, and that happens a lot. that would honestly wind up having to be a request. Anyways, I caught. Without Chris here, my energy just plummeted. Chris is really great for bouncing energy off of and being able to, like, okay, let's go ahead and get this done. Let's get some ideas, move forward. I also have to pack and order. That's another thing I need to do. So I got to go do that. Get some rest. That's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go pack and order, at least get it started. And then I'll probably take a nap. So I want to thank you all for joining. Remember, take it one step, one breath, one day at a time. I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, abiding spirit, harmony among others. Until the winds blow your sails our way again, you all have an Acme day. Steven, you guys are awesome. I'm just already kind of wiped. Remember, have an Acme day. It simply means the best day you possibly can have. Bye now.